Generalize anybody because it's wrong and it costs life.
I'm going to talk about that specific part at the end because that's important. Real quick, I'm not about to do the whole argue back and forth and make a bunch of videos and TikTok drama. Our platforms are attacking each other and stuff like that. I don't have the energy for it. My critique on your video is about how it came off as performative and tone deaf. Performative because you did the good thing, and instead of just letting that exist, you're like, see, we did a good thing, so don't put us with them, it's not all of us. You get what I mean? And tone deaf because when you say it's not all men, while a man is actively doing the thing, it's basically saying, hey, look, stop complaining about it. Reality is, whether you can see it as that or not, it is an all men issue. Every man is not a perpetrator, but it's the responsibility of men as a collective to fix this, because men as a collective created this. The reason that Ashy Dude thinks that men are entitled to ass is because men told him that. He didn't come up with that conclusion on his own. It's that stupid nice guy rhetoric. Men came up with that shit. The reason he thinks women deserve to be raped is because men taught him that. We had a president talking about grab him by the pussy. He didn't get that from women. Men taught him that shit. Now you understand what I'm saying when I say he got that from men. That clearly doesn't mean he got it from you. He got it from men. You get it? If I said men built this house and you didn't take part in it, you would know I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the ones that actually did it. Like in any other situation, we understand what men means when we're talking about a collective. It's just in this particular situation with this particular issue, men forget how words work. The reason is blame. Men don't want to feel like they're being blamed for some shit they didn't do. It's not my fault. I can't be responsible for other people. Don't pin me in with those other people, etc. It's the most common rebuttal that I hear whenever this topic is brought up. Women aren't going to individual men like, no, you did this. You're the one to blame. Like, that's not happening. But men are responding as if it is. Like, they're adding themselves as individuals. It's like when a dude is like, yeah, men built society and he ain't never built a nightstand. It's like, yeah, I guess, but not you. You didn't do, you don't take credit for that. The point is, when women are complaining about men, all men, whatever, you don't have to add yourself to that as an individual because they're not talking to you as an individual. Let's talk about the generalizing thing because that's really important. If a cop tells a rookie, be wary of all black people, you might have to shoot one. That is a harmful generalization. If I tell a black child, be wary of all cops because one of them might shoot you, that is not the same generalization. It does use the same logic. It is not the same generalization because it's not the same power dynamic. This is called nuance. I don't know if you have a daughter, but if you do, she's going to have to learn how to protect herself from all men. Even if not all men, or even not most men, will harm her, she will still have to do that for her safety. When you say like all generalizations are just bad, you're ignoring nuance. You're speaking from a blank slate. Like on paper, yes, all generalizations are bad. But in reality, in the context of the life that we live, shit is nuanced. I'm not making no more videos at King Lion specifically. Like I said, I'm not trying to do the whole back and forth thing. If you watch the video and still aren't seeing what I'm talking about, I definitely encourage you to look at it from a different perspective, maybe get a different pair of eyes on it. I definitely encourage you to ask your wife what she thinks about this. I think it's important for men to talk about this kind of stuff and have these dialogues, especially when you have platforms like we do. If you want to continue this conversation, my DMs are open. We can chop it up or whatever.